Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be how I make, film, and edit my videos. This is literally my most requested video ever. Like every single video I post, someone's always asking for this video, so I decided to finally make it because this video is low-key a lot of work. So yeah, but I'm going to be showing y'all how to do this on my phone. If you want to know like how to do it on your iPad, go watch my other video. I'll put the thing up on the screen or whatever. But if you want to like know how to do it on your iPad, go watch the other video because my iPad low-key don't got no more storage. So low-key maybe in like September or something I'll be making another one of these, but hopefully with my MacBook because I'll be getting a MacBook for like sophomore year, I think. But I'm just gonna be yeah, that's today's video basically. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my first topic, which is my equipment. And yeah, so what I used to film on is my Sony ZV-1F. Obviously I'm using it to record, so I can't show y'all, but I'll put a picture on the screen. It's a really awesome like starter vlogging camera. Obviously if you don't have a camera, you can use your phone, but that's like only if you really need to, because quality over quantity every single time. I said that last time and I'll say it again, quality over quantity. But that's besides the point. Next I use my phone. This is a 15 Pro Max and I've had it for like 3 years now, and I use it to edit my videos like now because I don't got no more space on my iPad, unfortunately. And I also use it to take pictures for my thumbnails, and if you want to take pictures for your thumbnails, always take them on Instagram. It just makes it so much better, and then you can like swipe and like change the filter. I use fade is a really good one. Let me see. Yes, use fade. Okay, but next what I use to make my videos is my iPad Pro. I've had this iPad Pro for so long. It's literally took me through all the videos that you guys see me post on my channel. But unfortunately, we're low-key gonna have to retire her because there's no more space on this. Like, literally. There's literally no more space. And I just can't, like, edit anything else on here. It's just, it does not want to work. But that's besides the point. The next thing I have is my Apple Pencil. I have no idea what type of Apple Pencil this is. This is the one that just connects to the iPad. And it's not like USB-C or something like that, because I know that people have that one, but I don't have that one. And then lastly, for my equipment, obviously I have my adapters. There are multiple types of adapters. You can just find them on Amazon. This is how they look at the bottom. Is that focused? I don't know. But you just insert the SD card like in this little socket, and then you just plug it into your phone or your iPad. This is the USB-C one, but if you have the USB thing, you can find that too. So you just plug it into your phone with the SD card here. Okay, so basically I already explained to y'all like in the first clip or whatever, but the next section I'll be moving on to is what I edit on. So I like low-key already told y'all, but I'll just show you again. I edit on my phone like right now. This is my main editing device. I know in my last video I said like it's not that great of an editing device, which I do still agree on because it's like a small screen, but it gets the job done. And then I also edit on my iPad. I low-key have my video planned out right here, but this was my baby until there was no space on it. But it's okay because both of them are super good. And then also if you have a MacBook, definitely edit on that because I feel like that's probably the best editing device out of a phone and an iPad. Okay, next we're going to talk about how to actually film your videos. So if you can invest in a good camera, you could get a Sony ZV-1F, a Sony ZV-1. I think there's like Canon cameras, all that type of stuff. But only use your phone if you really have to. Like, the quality on my phone is honestly horrendous. Like, it's not good at all. Oh my gosh, that looks so weird. I do not like it at all. If I do want to film, I do film on Instagram though. Like, I do all of my filming, taking pictures on Instagram because it's literally just the best thing. iPhone camera quality, unless like fixing in settings or something, is not that good. Okay, but this is like something I missed out on in my last video, and so many people ask me about this, but it's where I get my fonts from. So I personally get my fonts from 𝓚𝓾𝓫𝓼, and then some fonts that I do recommend, I'll put them on the screen like somewhere, either side. But basically I'm gonna show you guys how to get to 𝓡𝓾𝓫.com on my iPad. So obviously you go to whatever browser you use, Safari, Google, or whatever, and then you want to type 𝓡𝓾𝓫.com, and it just has like a whole bunch of different fonts, and you just scroll and you import like whatever fonts you want, and it's a lot, like a whole bunch. It's this whole list at the top, and you get to choose from that. Then you just import it into CapCut or whatever editing type software you use. Okay, now I'm gonna show you guys how I edit my videos. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the screen recording on my phone. Okay, but I edit on CapCut, so I'm gonna open up CapCut. CapCut is low-key the best editing software. I've tried iMovie, I've tried everything else, but CapCut is salty. And I also have CapCut Pro, so if some of the stuff that I use doesn't work for you guys, it's probably because I have CapCut Pro, which I really do recommend it if you're really trying to take YouTube seriously. Invest in CapCut Pro. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and start with a new video, and we're gonna use the clips that I already have on my phone because I don't have any other clips. But basically this was like my 6 a.m. morning routine video, and if you want to go check that out, please do. But this is my first clip, and the thing I like about editing on my phone is when I import my clips, they're already in order, so I don't have to like go back and look through my camera to see what order to put them on. So I just go ahead and put everything in here. I'm not gonna do all these clips, I'm gonna do a few, and then boom. So you have all of your clips in here, and what you want to do is go through and like cut the clips down to the stuff that you don't need. So like I only need this for a snippet, so I'm just gonna do it for about 2 seconds. And then, oh my gosh, I look a mess. But I cut this down because I don't want like the front part, and then I just want to show like what I'm using, so I cut that down also. And then same thing for this one, I just want to show that the face wash that I'm using, so I cut that down. I'll cut it down to a little bit, and then boom, that's like the start of my video. If I want to make like an intro, I go ahead and duplicate the clips and then push it like all the way to the back, but we're gonna do that later. So yeah, so this is like my intro where I say my name and my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a get ready with me for school. So I'm just gonna stop it right there because usually I like show the title of the thing right here. So today's video is going to be a get. So I cut that, and then we're gonna do an overlay. We're gonna go into library. You're gonna scroll down until you see the white, like just plain white photo. You want to increase that, and then you want to scroll all the way over and go to opacity. Bring it down some. Make sure you measure it so that it's only for that clip. And then you want to get your text, and my favorite font is 𝓡𝓾𝓫, so I'm obviously going to use that. I don't have that many fonts on my phone though. Most of my fonts are on my iPad. But get ready with me for school. And then we're going to go to styles, and I love this one so much. And then you're going to go to animations. My favorite animation is only for CapCut Pro users, but there are multiple other really good ones that y'all could use. So we're going to go to my favorites because it's in my favorites, and my favorite one is Doodle. And then we just going to play that through. Going to be a get ready with me for school. Yeah. And then I also like to change the voice. So I go to audio effects. My favorite one is phonograph. If that's how you say it, that's also for CapCut Pro, but I know they have a non-CapCut Pro one that sounds literally the same. So yeah. And that's how you do that. And this, I'm gonna go ahead and put this here. And then for animations, I'm gonna do a loop, and then I'm gonna do doodle too, because it's super nice. And usually I put text over this, but I'm like, since you guys know how to do like this part, I'm just not gonna show you how to do the other one, because it's like the same process. You put the overlay, you change the opacity so that it's not like so white, and then you put the text over it, and you could put music over it if you want. But yeah, so now that I have all these clips, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to make like an intro for your video, because those are obviously like the best part of the video. That's what gets users hooked onto the start of your video. So we're gonna do a new video again. Where are they? So I'm just gonna choose a whole bunch of random clips. They don't have to be in the right order or nothing. Just choose all the clips that you want. So I have the clips that I want. I'm just gonna cut everything to like a second or two. Cut everything to a second. If you want, you could like go to the exact clip that you want from that like little recording, kind of like that, and you know, just cut out all the clips. You can make your intro however long you want it. So I'm just gonna delete the rest of this and then delete that. First, you want to mute all the clips. Obviously, since there's nothing else in there, I could just click mute all. But if there was, then you would have to like go in one by one and like mute the clips that you don't want to be talking. So then we're gonna go ahead and do add overlay. We're gonna go to library, and we're gonna click the little white thing again. Then we're going to go to opacity and take that all the way down, because you don't want it to be so white. Then we're gonna drag this across the whole thing. We're gonna do text, and then I'm gonna say get ready with me. And I'm not gonna say for school, because I'm gonna do like a different type of thing for that. So I'm gonna do 𝓡𝓾𝓫, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna go to animations and choose the same doodle animation and drag it all the way through. And then in a different like color, I'm gonna say for school, same font and everything though, and we're gonna do it in pink. Drag it across, change the animation, oops, okay, that is not right. Hold on. Is that out, in? I don't want anything for in. I don't know why it's doing that, but you get the idea. And then you just go ahead and put whatever music you want over it. What I usually just search up is non-copyrighted music for YouTubers. That's what I use. And then sometimes I get music from like other creators, like 𝓚𝓾𝓫𝓼, I think her name is. I don't remember, but yeah, I get like intro music from them. Okay, now my last like topic is how I make my thumbnails. I think my thumbnails are honestly really good. Like, I've been improving so much. Oh my gosh, I've been improving so much throughout the year. These are a couple of my thumbnails. I don't know if y'all could even see that, but these are just a couple of them, and they're honestly really not that bad. I love them, especially my recent ones. But anyways, so what you want to do is go ahead and go into this app. It's called Encollage. Then you want to click this button right here, and I'm just gonna choose some random stuff. So we're gonna go into this one, and just wait, no, you know what, never mind. Just choose some random photos. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna do 4. Okay, you click start, and then you want to go into this one right here at the end, so that's like in the right format. You can do whatever format you want, but this is just my favorite one. And they want to do like the expand one and choose 7:4, which is like the YouTube standard. And then I click this button, and then I do this because it gives it like this cool effect. It's like they're blending with each other basically. So then you want to save it. Next you head right back into CapCut and you go to photos. You choose the photos that you just like collage together, and this is how it looks. Super cute. And sometimes you can add like rips and stuff like that with Picsart, but I'm not gonna do that. No, I am. Let's go ahead and do it, just so that I could show you guys the full. Oh my gosh, I'm not signed in. Hold on. You know what? I low-key am not signed in on Picsart, so we're gonna have to skip that step. But anyways, we're gonna do Teenage Diaries basically. And so that I could do like another cool thing for diaries, I'm just gonna change it to this. And then the font, as you can tell, my favorite font is 𝓡𝓾𝓫. So obviously gonna use 𝓡𝓾𝓫. Make sure that it's centered and everything. And then for my second thing, we're gonna do diaries. We're gonna kind of make it smaller and put it right there. And then for fonts, my next favorite font is probably 𝓏𝓏𝓫. That's so cute. And I'm gonna try and match the vibe of this, and I feel like it's a pink type of vibe for this thumbnail. So that's what we have going on so far. And then you're just gonna type in whatever Teenage Diaries you're on. I'm just gonna use 009 for an example. You want to go ahead and put it right there. Boom. And then we're gonna go ahead and do an overlay. Just choose a random photo, and we're gonna go ahead and we're going to mask it, and we're gonna go ahead and put circle, and you can make it like so you can see the whole thing. And after you do that, we can go ahead and like put that in the corner, and we can put more text over that. So you want to go to text, and then I'll say movie trip. You want to size it down, click on style, and then you want to click on curve, and it honestly curves it perfectly, so you don't really have to like adjust much. Put it there, and we're gonna go ahead and change it to just white text. And then you can kind of like put what you did throughout, like basically a sum of the video, like your main topics that you did. So I'm gonna go ahead and put movie trip, Starbucks, Lego store, and shopping. And you want to go back to this, and you want to go back to curve and turn that off. And then you could put this at like the bottom of your video or the top, but I like putting it at the bottom. And that's how you make your thumbnail basically. You can add whatever features you want. I know a lot of people, including myself, I put bubbles and stuff like that, or in this section right here, in like all my little things, I like kind of crop them out and like remove the background and put it on the video. If you could see, like you could see that on some of my thumbnails, but this is like a really basic and really pretty thumbnail, so I think it's honestly really good for a basic thumbnail. Okay, but that's it for my like tutorial on all this stuff that I do. I really hope this wasn't rushed. I feel like it was, and I really hope it wasn't, because I really like hope I explained it thoroughly and stuff like that. Obviously it's different because I'm doing it on my phone and on my iPad. So if you do want to see how to do it on your iPad, make sure to go check out my other video. And like a MacBook version will be coming soon, because hopefully I'll be getting my MacBook this summer before I start sophomore year. But I really hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. More video ideas. I love getting ideas from y'all. So bye.